sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Yeah, it's goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, that's Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. Now don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part. That's a large part of your
I gotta
team.
make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this out before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.
And just like that, we are live in the building, man. What's good with y'all? It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing? And hey, this is Cowboys Uncut, man. I ain't alone. Matter of fact, if you look right beneath me, I got the big time show in the building, the one and only the Bishop.
What's
and if
up?
you look all the way at the bottom, now normally, you know, Landlord is the devil, so he's usually the one at the very bottom of the screen. But right now, hold on. But right now, we got the big brother West Coast Cowboy in the building, holding it down for the entire West Side. He out there saying they are not like us in the building, man. What's good with you, kinfolk?
I'm good. I'm trying to fix this angle. All right, that looks better, right?
Yeah, it looks a lot better, man.
All right, let me see if I can get my chat. All right, there we go. All right, so I look good. I'm good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you sound good. You look like yourself. We Gucci.
All right, so I'm gonna turn this camera on for 2 seconds. All right, so bam. So yeah, man. I'm ready, man. Let's get this thing popping.
Indeed, man. And hey, salute to everybody already in the building, rocking with us, man. There's over 50 people on all platforms right now. Wherever you're at in the world, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Make sure y'all slap the shit out of an Eagles fan so y'all get that discount in the liquor store. And please make sure y'all hit that Cash App or that Super Chat to support your independent content creators, man. You know, every dime helps with everything that we do. You know, we got folks going out to Oxnard for training camp. We got folks holding raffles. We got folks going out to cover the draft year round, going to games, bring out coverage. So make sure y'all support your independent content creators, man.
Please do that.
Please.
Indeed. So, hey, man, we got a lot of stuff to cover right now. So where do y'all want to start, man? Do y'all want to start with the fact that your quarterback is a free man, that they ain't R. Kelly him and none of that other stuff, man? Or do y'all want to start with some of these other things, man? What do y'all want to
Honestly,
talk
I don't
about?
want to
Start
talk
off
about.
the show.
I don't want to, out of respect for Dak Prescott, I don't want to talk about any case that we already knew was bogus. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to pretend like it never happened, because actually, theoretically, it never happened.
It never happened.
So since it never happened, there's nothing to talk about.
But this is the thing though. A lot of times when stuff like, hold up, my damn headset keep going out. My bad, kinfolk. Y'all bear with me. I got a little short and I'm trying to work through. Hold on.
You good, man? I can hear.
There it go. But yeah, my thing is, a lot of time when there's negative news around people, it's super loud, right? It's super loud. Everybody's talking about it, and they always bring that up. But when they get acquitted, they get cleared, they're a free man, it's hush. It's silence. They don't want to apologize publicly or anything. So that's why I even brought it up, because people have been dragging my quarterback for months, acting like he's a freaky ass nigga like Drake, and that's just not the case. That's just not the case, man. So shout out to Dak Prescott. We're not even gonna cover it, but shout out to Dak Prescott, real stand up Dallas Cowboy, real good human being, and I'm glad that they got that straightened out for him, man.
Well,
Yeah.
I like to say something about it. Not covering the actual story. What I want to say is, this is a lesson to, or it should be a lesson to those that jumped and had Dak guilty when you first heard the news, public opinion and all that type of stuff. Don't be so quick next time that when you hear something, you automatically make them guilty. A lot of y'all, or it's a few Cowboy fans that owe that man an apology, because you had him guilty as charged day one. And that's just the nature of people. But now you got egg in your face. I hate to say it like that, but let's call it like it is. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. So let's not be so quick until the full story come out, let things fall into place. Then once they have fallen into place, then you go ahead and get your opinions and everything else. But there were a whole lot of people that had Dak, man, guilty as charged day one, hoping that he would get into some type of trouble. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say about it. Not necessarily talking about the case.
This is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna save some people. I'm gonna actually throw y'all a bone. Listen, I don't expect the KKK to apologize for not liking black folks. You wanna know why? Because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? You are who you are. Just don't put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna stop you from doing what you want to do. The only people that even believe this stuff, and I try to give like ridiculous examples so I can make a ridiculous point. The only people who have a problem, who even thought it was true, was people who already didn't like that. So it's like the information was so uncredible, and the story was so like, let's just be real. Did the NFL cover this story with Dak the way they did it with Zeke? No. Did the media cover it the way it was with Zeke? No. I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard about it. I only really heard about this on Cowboy content creators. Being honest with you.
105 Point the Fan.
Yeah, you didn't really hear no
people it be your own people eating you.
Yeah, but I'm gonna just be real with you. The major networks didn't really pick this up.
No.
They didn't really pick it. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because for a major network like ESPN, it's not believable, bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not believable.
Right?
Like ESPN doesn't have a problem putting out fake stuff, but they're not gonna put out something fake that they're gonna have to apologize for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If ESPN would have covered this, they would have been retracting some stuff today.
No question.
So that's why I be saying, like, Cowboy fans, some of this stuff y'all gotta like choose to be like, bruh, I heard a rumor that West Coast was smoking weed on the spaceship, and they then kicked him out, and he can't even go back to space no more. Yeah, the only thing true in that whole statement is every now and then I smoke tree. But bro, I ain't smoking on no damn space station. But guess what? If you don't like West Coast, man, I told you West Coast. He always try to act like he out of this world. I told you. Bruh, that stuff was so unbelievable, bruh. It was so the story. Like at some point, Bishop had a good point, but at some point you got to check yourself and ask yourself, why was I so easily? Why did I believe that so easily? Yeah. Why did I throw out 7 years of this kid never doing anything wrong? How did you just throw that out? Because listen, you can hate Dak as a football player, but bro, this dude kisses babies. His brother died of suicide. His mother died of cancer. He is the biggest. He's the NFL Man of the Year twice. Yeah. Like, what is there not to? Why? What is like? I can see when. Listen to me. And Zeke didn't have nothing wrong with him either. But Zeke was flashing girls. Zeke was a party animal. I get it. Doesn't mean he was guilty, but it made y'all story a little bit more believable.
Oh yeah.
But my question with Dak is, what in your mind made him you even think he was capable of doing something like that? Mm-hmm. Fact that you don't like him as a football player. And that is scary.
Yep. In other words, you need to check your heart. That's just the bottom line.
Talk to us, that preacher.
I'm just saying, you just need to check your heart. Leave the football on the football field. But when you start talking about personal stuff like this and character assassination, which is exactly what the young lady tried to do, even to the point where courts just dismissed it because she had no evidence at all. I mean, y'all gotta, you gotta check your heart if you still saying, because people gonna even say, well, he still did it. He just, it's just that somebody got to her and all that type. That's how people are. Check your heart. Because
AOG, ain't nobody getting to these women in 2024. You want to know why? Because there's more money in doing the case than there is paying someone off.
If you got something, you're absolutely right.
If listen to me, if you legitimately have something,
yeah, there you go.
You're not taking a payoff, bro.
No, but if you ain't got nothing,
you're gonna take the check.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you ain't got nothing, man, you in trouble.
Hey, what they say when you go to the sea? So if you ain't never been in trouble before, you ain't never heard this. But what's what they say? If you guilty, don't you take it to trial?
Yeah.
Don't you go waste them people time?
Yeah.
He said, but he said this wasn't the energy with Watson. Watson settled. He settled his cases. Dak countersued.
Dak was ready to fight the woman. Ready to fight. Plus, there's too much evidence on Deshaun Watson. That's a horrible thing.
And let's just be real. I'm gonna tell you why Deshaun Watson's situation's a little bit different. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he had 47 women. That's why, motherfucker. Yeah, that makes a difference.
Ain't lying either. So
that makes a difference, bro. I'm not saying he did it. I'm just saying, bro, you had like 40-something women. And I don't believe Deshaun Watson was out there touching on that many women. No, but I do believe that he was, he might have, they said a little bit, he may buy a little bit. But if you can pay a woman to sleep with you, you can pay a woman to lie on you. That's just what it is. So I don't believe Deshaun Watson was doing it, but I believe that the same women he was paying to have sex with him, somebody else paid them more to lie on him. And that's just kind of how it works.
What up, dude?
Landlord, like, what the hell did I just walk into?
Yeah, it sounds like we on some fan stuff already. Good grief.
Yeah, man.
Hey, listen to me. I want to ask this to the nation real quick. How many people we got on here?
115. Can y'all hear me still?
115 people.
I froze up.
I can hear you.
I want to know 115 people because we got 2-3 months. Would y'all be mad if we just did a regular just talking show where we don't talk about Cowboys, we just talk about regular stuff that happened on in life? We might talk about some sports. We might. But we might talk about this a whole bunch of stuff that be going, like LeBron James just got, like, I'm going to be honest with you. This ain't Cowboy talk, but I don't give a damn. Bro, what do y'all think about LeBron James getting his son? Like, that's crazy, bro.
I think it's hilarious, actually.
Can we get it? Hey, Haney, you mind if we get like 2 seconds on it real quick? Hello?
We hear you. Go ahead.
All right, so my thoughts on this. I am, as a Laker, I think it's crazy they did it. I think they crazier than Cap is. Because you're a business. You're an organization. You have different standards. And we barely made the playoffs this year. So I feel that, like, we could have done better as a player to get us in a better position to compete next year for a championship. I think this move helps us compete to get LeBron James' services.
Yes.
Right? Now, I told you I had 2 parts on this, right? Now I'm about to contradict everything I just said right now. Because speaking as a father, LeBron James, father of the year, bruh. You get that. You get that. You did that. You're doing something that every father who has ever played basketball, pickup football, has ever dreamed about, bruh. And that is playing with your own child.
That's dope, really.
As a father, I tell him, bruh, F the world. If you can do it, bruh, you only got one life. Hell yeah, I do it. Hell yeah, I do it.
I respect it far as, like you said, as a father.
Yeah, the father
standpoint. You know, from a sports fan,
Jerry Jones just brought in his grandson, which y'all mad?
Yeah, it's a little eerie.
Yeah, we mad. We didn't like him bringing in his son. Shit, Steven.
You know what I'm saying?
we beef with Steven right now.
The only problem with nepotism is.
Oh, and that's what it is. That is what it is.
Is there or was there a better candidate? That's the biggest question.
For sure there was.
A better candidate that should have been there. And then the people that don't have a problem with it, I get it. It's a nice, heartwarming story. But you know, this is a sport. This is a competitive sport. And in a competitive sport, you should be what? Competing for the position. So it's no way possible you can make this out to say, okay, he was the most qualified. You see what I'm saying? This the same type of ideology that'll keep you from getting a job. I want you to know that. So if you support this, it's the same shit. I just want you to know.
Hey, but you know, I'm gonna tell you, you know who really gets screwed over, landlord? You know who gets screwed over the most? The kid who was supposed to get drafted to the Lakers who didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's if you support the unfairness, you support an unfairness. Because listen, that's the same type of situation that kept you from getting a job that you was more qualified for. But you didn't get it because the supervisor or the boss brought in somebody that he grew up with or somebody's son that he grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
And you really went to school for it. You did everything that you supposed to did right to get the job. But guess what? You wasn't his friend, so you don't get the job.
I mean,
congratulations.
That is what it is. But what Wes said, the key point, they drafted Bronny James so they could have LeBron James. And the Lakers are not a playoff team at this point in time without LeBron James on their roster. So if LeBron James walks off that roster right now,
they're worse. We're worse.
They're a much worse team than the team that just lost. So you can have Bronny James learning under his daddy on the bench, and then you can go out and you can sign some veteran players in free agency to improve your team. But you can't go out there and try to make your team better without LeBron. At this point, LeBron is, and listen, that's one of the things that is holding the Lakers back. AD was supposed to have been the heir apparent on that roster. LeBron was supposed to take a smaller role as he got older, and AD was supposed to blossom into the number one option and superstar. That never actually occurred for them, so that's why they're in the situation. If LeBron James still wasn't the best player on the roster, he might not have had the same cachet to make this move happen. But AD can't even stay on the damn court half the time, so they got to do what Bron says, and that's the issue. The person in power that makes the kind of moves with the nepotism, are you a better franchise or a better team without them? Like, I understand your point because it's very fair. Like, they put somebody in position because that's their dog, but if you don't make me happy, I can get him and go somewhere else, and we can make it work there. Like, were the Los Angeles Lakers competing for championships before LeBron got there? Like, in between, after Kobe, right? Kobe last title was like in 2010.
That was our last title outside of the fake one that we got in the bubble that don't nobody even remember we got.
Yeah, a decade.
The only reason I remember we got it is because I remembered Dwight Howard ugly ass crying. Yeah, and Shaq clowning his ass.
Yeah, so and that's the thing. It was a decade. And it wasn't like they were slowly getting there. They weren't even making the damn playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why they were willing to make the move. Now everything y'all said is fair. Like it is nepotism. It wasn't fair to the other young guy that should have been drafted in their place because there are better prospects than Bronny James. In my
Because he
opinion.
got pushed. Because think about that. That kid got pushed back a spot.
Yeah, like he might not even he might have to be a walk on somewhere. He might be an undrafted free agent when he should at least been a second round pick, right? And that's the domino effect. There's somebody is going to be an undrafted free agent because Bronny James got picked over somebody else.
Can I ask one question about it?
That's a good point. Hey, that's a really good point.
That's a great point. But at the same time, I'm trying to see like one of the other problems with nepotism is how far do you go with it though? Okay, you used your nepotism to get them on the team. Now, are you gonna continue to use nepotism to keep them on the team?
Get them playing time.
You see what I'm saying?
But think about this.
Hold on. That's the danger of it. That's all I want to say. I just want to make sure we clear on the dangers of it because
we know
you got them on the team.
And I'm gonna tell you.
Team. Are you gonna stay on the team? That's what I want to know.
And landlord.
Minutes or what? We don't know nothing. Go ahead.
And landlord, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're doing a great job of kind of blending this with Laker and Cowboys, because I can tell when you say how far, you're not talking about the Lakers. You're talking about the Cowboys. Because think about this: the Lakers have restraint. Now, this just sounds crazy, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If you really think about it, the Lakers gave up a second-round pick for LeBron James.
Yep. When you put it like that, because he a free agent.
Because think about this, they weren't gonna get a discount on him.
Right there, I can't be mad at.
So think about this, landlord. Think about this. They were gonna have to pay LeBron regardless. The money is not, bro. You're gonna pay LeBron regardless. So you don't save any money by having them. You don't save any money by. It's not like, oh my God, we gotta pay LeBron too, bro. LeBron's gonna be the highest paid. They already talking about his contract. He's gonna be the highest paid player in the NBA this year anyway. Without his son on the team.
As a Lakers fan, and this is my last thing I'm going to say about it. As a Lakers fan, how do you feel about it? Far as how LeBron just took y'all to the woodshed? Because this is a me move. This ain't got nothing to do with the team. This is like, I'm that dude.
Yeah. I'm the oldest Lakers fan.
Okay, well, you the oldest Lakers fan. Go ahead, do your thing.
About that.
I know Big Time I keep it real now, Big Time.
If you a lot of players, number one, do not get to this level to do this type of stuff.
Fact.
And when we start talking about the Lakers, this is nothing new. If you know the history, they didn't really have to coddle toward Kareem, but they coddled toward Magic Johnson at an early age, even to the point where they got a coach fired who just won a championship, and Paul Westhead. Magic got him fired and put Dr. Buss in a position where he had to make a choice between Magic Johnson and the coach. The coach ended up getting out of there. That was Magic was 20 years old. So we got a little small part of that. They did this for Kobe for real in his latter years. They coddled to him anything he wanted.
Lamar Odom.
And we weren't in championship contention when Kobe was in his latter years, but everything was based off of him. So this is really nothing new. We just ain't never seen it to this level. Now, West Coast just said the key thing, well, there's two key things that need to happen. Number one, and really you can stop right here. LeBron is going to opt out of his contract, which means he has the right to go anywhere he wants to. The Lakers already know they better do what he asks because he's on that level, that he can run a franchise. He ran the franchise in Cleveland. He couldn't run it in Miami because that's why he was hurt and got him out of there. Pat Riley wasn't going. But ever since he's been to LA,
the most successful?
Exactly. But since he's been to LA, he done ran this franchise. He done got coaches put away, et cetera, et cetera. Now we even to this point where the son. Now, I'm in agreement fully with West when he said it went to the back of the line because he got drafted where he got drafted. That part you can argue and say is unfair and everything else. That's fine. But because this man is not going to opt in with the Lakers, he controlled this whole thing narrative. The part that y'all probably don't know was this. Even though we knew he was going to go to the Lakers, they said right before the draft started that Rich Paul called all of the teams and told them, do not draft him, because if you draft him, he gonna go play in Australia.
Yep.
So you're gonna be wasting time picking him. Now you got
Bronny.
LeBron who already said he wanted to play with his son.
Wow.
Now you got the agent who put the ultimatum out to every franchise, say, just in case y'all thinking about choosing him, don't do it. Don't test us, because he already a millionaire anyway. He already a millionaire, but already. So the money ain't no issue. So he'll go to Australia and play. But if you pick him, you wasting your pick because he's not gonna play for us.
Because they said it was either the Suns or the Lakers, right?
Suns or the Lakers, and the Suns were behind the Lakers in the second round. So it was easy to see what was going on. You know, it was now as far as him playing.
That is crazy though.
But that's power though. But that's power. And you gotta be the man really to get that type
that
of power. And LeBron has had power for God knows how long, ever since he's been in the league.
And you know what else he has? Because I'm gonna tell you something that we all knew as Laker fans, Kobe's last season. We all knew that Kobe was not gonna win a Super Bowl. Not a Super Bowl. Kobe was not gonna win a championship that year, right?
That Cowboy content just gonna come out some kind of way.
Facts. Yeah. But listen, if you look at that roster, we all knew we weren't gonna win a championship that year. But you know, we also knew that they also knew they were gonna have full stands. So I think organizations have to come to these. Sometimes I think they have to. You gotta think like this. It's like, if we don't have with LeBron, we're barely we're not even a playoff team with LeBron. So without LeBron, bro, we have nobody in our stands. True. So it's like, I think that's the first thing they got to conquer is, listen, we ain't got to win a championship, but we definitely got to sell tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think the problem is with me is like, business-wise, I get what y'all saying. It's the best move y'all had. Really, it's like, that's all you can do. But I think my problem is morally. And like, business trumps the moral part of it. So I get it. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's still kind of weird, though.
It's weird, but I'm going to say this, and I'm going to just stop this right here. Fuck the Lakers. I ain't finna talk about the Lakers for an hour.
Hey, but let me, I got to say this last point, though. Listen. Go ahead. If the Lakers, the Lakers' intentions we could just be also miscalculating their intentions. Because listen, he plays point guard, shooting guard, right? If the Lakers go out and get a veteran point guard, shooting guard to mold him and him play under, that's different than just drafting him and just dropping him on this team. Because
he's gonna play anyway.
So Wes, is he gonna be on the team? Like,
he doesn't have to be on the team. He doesn't have to be on the team.
He don't have to be on the team. He can play in the G League. That's what
I was going to say. He just has to be in the organization. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. The NBA is different than the second round pick in the NBA is damn near like a fifth round pick in the NFL.
Yeah, you're going to play in the G League.
Like, you're getting drafted to play in the G League.
All right. So, Wes, you sent me this earlier, man, in regard to the Dallas Cowboys wide receiving room. Now, notice something about this picture. Y'all got CeeDee Lamb blurred out like he a hidden character on one of those old fighting games and shit. You know you
gotta unlock him.
You gotta unlock CeeDee Lamb before you can even play with that man.
Hey, Henny, imagine starting the 2024 season on Madden and they tell you that's your wide receiver core and you gotta unlock CeeDee Lamb.
That's some bullshit.
I ain't playing with him. I'm sorry.
I'm not playing with the Cowboys with that.
Yeah, I'm finna go get the Eagles or some shit, man. I'm gonna go
because
get
think about this. Brandon Cooks is now your number one. Brandon Cooks is now your number one. Jalen Tolbert's your number two. And Ryan Forney, actually, it would probably be Kevontae Turpin. Under this right here, it'd be Turpin. But Brandon Cooks, Kevontae Turpin, we have the shortest wide receiving core in football.
Yeah, that's three dudes under 6 foot right there.
Right there. I like Turpin, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
That's two.
I like Jalen Tolbert too, but I don't like Tolbert as my number two. I don't like Brandon Cooks as my number one, and I don't like Kevontae Turpin as my number three. So no.
Let me give Mafia some love. I don't think we even read it, but shout out to Mafia Bets with the $10 super. He said, everybody calm down. Mafia Bets is in the trap house. What's happening, man?
Salute the Mafia Bets, man.
Hey, you know it's Cowboy content. You know it's Cowboys uncut, but you know we rock with the mob over here. You feel me?
Yes,
hey, I'm just talking about receiving cores, man. You know damn well. Listen, I know we hate the fucking Eagles. The Eagles ain't shit. They're shit eating parasites. They all deserve to die painful deaths when they go. But still, I'm just saying that they got a good wide receiving core. It's better than that bullshit on the screen. You know, listen, Trey, if Brandon Cooks was your number one receiver to start the season, you would drive all the way to Dallas and slap the shit out Jerry Jones for playing with you like that. Let's keep it real. If Brandon Cooks was your number one receiver to start the year, I would see your mugshot on national TV because you attacked a billionaire.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you this right here, right? With CeeDee Lamb on your, I'm gonna tell you how good CeeDee Lamb is. CeeDee Lamb basically makes up for two people, right? Because if you put this picture even with CeeDee Lamb on it versus the Eagles, one would want to say that the Eagles is better, but because they have two guys, but you're still gonna say the Cowboys are better. You want to know why? Because CeeDee Lamb is just so much better than both of them. Bro, listen to me. If you take CeeDee Lamb off this, bro, we have the fourth best. I think you're not better than the Eagles in your division for sure at the wide receiver position. I don't know about what you're not better than Washington.
No.
This is gonna be the pettiest assessment ever. What I'm finna.
Hey, where you think you guys rank? Where do you think we rank in the division with this wide receiver core? You're probably third or fourth.
I mean, you were second in the division with CeeDee Lamb. You talking about wide receiver core from top to bottom?
Facts.
If we being honest,
cause CD trump all of them, but we don't got no other W's. We don't got no other W's after that.
Yeah, because like Devontae Smith is a better two than Brandon Cooks. Shit, man, like it's like top to bottom, they got a better wide receiving core than the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, and then Washington has two too, right?
They got two very good wide receivers as well.
Dotson and Scary Terry.
Yep.
McLaughlin.
And landlord, maybe you was right. Maybe we should have drafted a wide receiver.
Yeah, I was look, timeout. That's why I was waiting. That's why I said I was finna have the pettiest take ever.
Landlord.
I don't want to hear that crap because I said draft a wide receiver. Nobody wanted to listen.
Hey,
so
what if CeeDee Lamb get hurt, bruh?
We've been saying this, bro.
This is what we've been telling y'all.
Hey, y'all know I'm a visual learner. That's your fault for not making a chart. Next time, make a chart, goddammit. That ain't my fault.
Listen, listen to these haymaker points we made to why we should have a top receiver. Listen, if CD get hurt, that's one. That's like, bro, we are doomed. If CD get hurt, we doomed. Okay. On top of that, think about this. We have no future number 2 wide receiver anyway.
None.
If Brandon Cooks don't ball out, we ain't gonna sign his ass. And if he do decent, we still might not sign his ass.
He's like 30 something.
So you need a wide receiver 2 anyway. So you could have drafted one in the first round, got one of these young phenomenal talents. You could have grown them under Brandon Cooks and CeeDee Lamb for a whole season and had better firepower for right now. And you could have groomed him right into being the number 2 role next year after Brandon Cooks leaves.
And you didn't even have to use a first-round pick to do it. There were still guys that had first-round grades that fell to the second round. But you decided to get a defensive end to replace DeMarcus Lawrence next year.
And then, another reason, Wes, I tried to describe to y'all, listen, we use CeeDee Lamb like a workhorse back, bro. It's a miracle he didn't get hurt last year. You know how many reps he had, how many attempts he had, how many snaps he had.
And he ran the ball.
Man, CD doing everything. He doing everything. We using him like a workhorse back, and we still ain't got nothing behind him for real.
Hey,
that's y'all, bro. That's y'all.
Hey, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That picture alone, if I'm CeeDee Lamb alone, bro, I would listen to me. There's no way in hell I'm not gonna not hold out, bro. Because there's no way you can believe in that as a Dallas Cowboy. You have a quarterback that's about to be paying. You want Dak making $50 million, $60 million throwing to them dudes?
Man, hey,
reason why I ain't saying nothing because it's simple. If this is what we rolling out with, we might as well get ready to be drafting in the top 12. And that's all it is.
I mean, hey, if you think this is bad, I got something for y'all. That's bad, right?
Man, don't be having me up here.
Hold on,
already
man.
sad, man. Go ahead.
Your feelings don't mean anything
We about
to me.
10 minutes into the show, bro. I'm already sad.
That's bad, but this is worse, right?
Oh no.
Because this is 2025 to 2026. That was 2024 to 2025. CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb. This is 1 year away, Bishop. So you are.
And we got the audacity not even to pay CD after we just showed you how terrible that is.
Which is the reason why we should have drafted a wide receiver in this draft that just passed.
Because remember, all three of these guys that I blacked out are free agents. You ain't gave CeeDee Lamb a contract yet. CeeDee Lamb is a free agent next year. Brandon Cooks is a free agent next year. Kevontae Turpin is a free agent next year. He only signed a 3-year deal coming out of the UFL. So guess what?
Can I add to your point?
We're gonna have a brand new team next year. That's
can I add to your point?
Look,
not only the terrible things, horrible things that Hen just said, bro, you gonna have to pay Jalen Tolbert. You gonna have to pay the man. And then look, okay, listen, we might have to, bro. Please show our face for this, cause this gotta sink in. This gotta land. This punch gotta land. I want y'all to feel this hurt, cause this is what I've been dealing with the whole offseason. Y'all just set up and laughed at me, said landlord crazy. We ain't studying. We don't need no receiver. We don't need no receiver.
We did draft one. We did draft one.
Listen, that's what I was just about to say. But listen, I just showed you how urgent the need at wide receiver was, how important it will be in the future. I just showed you that, right? But y'all sat up here and told me, oh, we drafted Ryan Flournoy. We got Jalen Brooks. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brooks is phenomenal. He's gonna shock everybody. Y'all sat up there and bought that stuff that the Jones is selling. So do you believe the Joneses or do you not? Cause y'all always say we don't believe nothing the Joneses say until it came to what? About these wide receivers. Y'all believe that. I've been trying to save us from this crazy stuff all offseason. Y'all set up and believe everything they said about these wide receivers. Oh my God, Jalen Brooks looks like an all-pro. He's gonna sweep the nation. Oh my God, Jalen Brooks, Jalen Tolbert, every Jalen we got, they finna just shut it down. But y'all set up there and believe that though. Y'all pick what y'all believe from the Joneses. I'm sitting up here telling y'all, even if it is true, we need something more tangible. I don't want to be going out projections.
The only thing that I disagreed with you on drafting a wide receiver was in the first round. That was the only thing I disagreed with. Second round, I had no problem, and going backwards, I had no problem. First round, and I'll still say that. First round, because I'm going to tell you this right now. If the Dallas Cowboys have a first-round receiver right now with what they're going through with CeeDee Lamb, I feel the Cowboys will make the dumb decision and let CeeDee Lamb play out this year and let him walk. And then make this kid in the first round, who we did not draft. And I'm going to tell you, at our first round position, our first round where we drafted, where did we draft?
26.
26. Was there a CeeDee Lamb replacement right there at 26?
It was a Brandon Cooks replacement for sure.
Okay, so then that's my issue. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to replace Brandon Cooks with a first round pick if I'm going to lose my first round pick the next year.
You was going to have to groom him anyway, though, Wes.
But listen to me. A year is not. Listen to me. CeeDee Lamb ain't grooming. I was about to cuss. CeeDee Lamb ain't grooming SHIT in a contract year, bruh. What are you talking about?
CD got groomed in 1 year.
CD didn't get groomed in a year.
Yeah, he did. He when he first touched the ground, he was already a 900-yard receiver.
But think about this. But guess what?
From there.
But guess what? You also said that CD was CD. We're not drafting a CD. We're not drafting. We're drafting a guy that could hopefully be a number 2.
In the first round, you probably could have.
In the first round, there were guys that were number 1 receivers still.
Yeah.
At pick 26.
Got you a CD.
Yes.
At pick 26.
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I might have to disagree with that one.
I mean, you can disagree, but we did the work.
Yeah,
you ain't did the work because they ain't even played yet. So what are you talking about?
My God,
they haven't even played yet. They haven't played us down yet. So what are you talking about?
What are you talking about to say there ain't one then?
Because there ain't. The reason why I'm saying there ain't one because look at when we drafted.
It doesn't matter where they were drafted.
Yes, it does. To the Dallas Cowboys, it does. To the Dallas Cowboys, it does.
They were first round pick. Last matter of fact, we picked at 24, right? Was Dez Bryant not a number 1 receiver at 24?
Yes, but we also traded up for Dez Brown too. The Dallas Cowboys aggressively wanted Dez. They didn't have a number 1 on their team. Think about this. How are you going to groom a number one with another number one? CeeDee Lamb's going to get 1,800 yards. Bro, so what are you going to do? Groom him with 600, 700 yards? You can only groom a number one in a number one position. Like, this is Dallas. This ain't Philadelphia. Bro, we're going to throw the ball to, listen to me. When Amari Cooper was on this team, who was getting the ball? Amari Cooper. We got rid of Amari Cooper so that CeeDee Lamb can get the ball.
CeeDee Lamb beat out Amari Cooper their second year.
Bro, that's because, come on, all the stuff Amari Cooper was going through.
What was he going through, man, besides being sick?
Man, his girl didn't come home on time.
But think about this. I'm asking you a question. Think about this, though. But do the Cowboys have 2 years? Do the Cowboys have 2 years to do that? They don't. They have
Dallas Cowboys should have did this shit like a year ago.
Yes, I understand that. But I understand that. But what I'm saying is this. I agree 100% second round. But if you draft a first round pick receiver right now, and you have not paid the first round receiver that you have already paid, that is a cognitive sign that you are about to let him walk. Because it makes.
So you're trying to say the front office too nefarious to do it.
There you go. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Listen, I'm saying like this. If you weren't going to sign CeeDee Lamb, you should have drafted a dude year before last, not in his senior, not the rookie year.
But this is the thing. We're saying to sign CeeDee Lamb and draft the dude.
Yeah, we're not trying to replace CeeDee.
Second round, I'd have been fine.
But see, you could have, if you knew you needed a guy to grow with CeeDee Lamb, you could have locked CeeDee Lamb up for 5 years and had this dude for 5 years on a rookie deal.
On the cheap. That's another big reason why we said draft a wide receiver. The wide receiver market is going.
Listen,
hold on.
In what round?
We just said why to draft them in the first.
Listen, the wide receiver market is going out of control right now. It's going through the roof. We know we got the cheapest front office in football. If you want a nice thing, if you want a nice toy, you could have drafted one and got him for 5 years for the cheap. He could have been. He could have turned into CeeDee Lamb.
Listen to me. But this is the thing, though. Think about this, though. This is the problem, though. Your entire offense is based on CeeDee Lamb and the connection he has with Dak. You're about to sign Dak based on his ability to throw realistically to one guy.
But
that's not a good thing.
Go ahead,
but that's not what they were thinking. That what you just said, Wes, is kind of what most fans would think, and most normal football people would think. They were dedicated to their system. They came in. We found out after the draft that they were saying, "Look, we got to shore up this offensive line." That's what they were saying. They weren't really thinking about the best player available. Because the best player available in round 2, there were plenty of receivers in round 2, and we had to pick up Nealon. We could have picked up a receiver in the second round, but they were so dedicated on edge and also with offensive line that did they really pick up the best player available? Was Nealon really the top of their board on the second round? It just ain't nowhere in the world. Now with Keon Coleman sitting there.
And this the thing about,
and that's what I'm saying, and that's all I'm saying. And listen, fellas, that's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: your offense is too based on Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb for you to be trying to do anything other than sign them. I'm gonna tell you this right here.
We want to sign.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you this right here. History says that we're just making a bunch of content right now because C's gonna get signed.
Yo, see, we're not.
He's gonna get signed.
We're not trying to not sign CeeDee Lamb. See, what you saying is absolutely correct, but I just want you to understand that that's not a good thing. Because listen what you're saying. CeeDee and Dak is basically the only thing we got. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm in here licking my chops to play y'all. I'm finna take them away. That's what I'm going to do. And then y'all going to be crippled. It's nothing you're going to be able to do. That's what the good defensive mind's going to do. That's why we sitting up here like, listen, bro, we need more than just CeeDee Lamb.
But I'm going to tell you.
Just CeeDee Lamb.
But I'm going to tell y'all this right here, though. In order to have that cost. And the number one thing that we all know is Jerry's not going to pay for that. And fellas, paying for it is still paying for it in the draft. Draft picks aren't cheap. A first round pick is
they cheaper than the $30 million these wide receivers getting.
I believe that, but guess what? The Cowboys aren't looking at it in that sphere. They're looking at what is cheap in general.
They're incorrect. They shouldn't do that. Yeah, that's
and I agree. That's why I said That's why I said I would not have agreed of them drafting a wide receiver in the first round. I wouldn't have agreed with that. Now in the second round, absolutely, especially with all the talent that was there in the second round.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, I have no problem with them drafting one in the second round. First round, spending that type of money on a first round receiver when you already have one. Like, my mindset is CeeDee Lamb is going to play well over this contract. And then guess what? You're going to sign him again. Then on that contract, you then start bringing a kid in because you want a kid to be with CeeDee Lamb at least 2 years, not no one season. Because I'm going to tell you, if you only got 1 year, bro, you're not molding anything. You're not developing anything. You're trying to win now. You know what I'm saying?
They could have solved that. They could have solved all that by drafting a receiver in the second round.
Thank you, and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You didn't have to worry about a contract with that guy until another 3-4 years. You could have did that. But we were so dedicated to our system. That was the problem.
The only thing I disagree with y'all with the second round is, like, I think y'all talking more of the idea, like draft a receiver in the second round. We talking about, like, it was guys in the first round. Like, we can name their names. So y'all would have been waiting on somebody. We talking about it was this guy.
Yeah, but we already got a guy, though. We already got a guy, though.
We got one guy. All the other team got
but
two.
My question is this. My guess question is, you're going to draft a dude. Think about this. Also, it's also about utilization. Like, if I go buy a Lamborghini Haran fire car, $250,000, my lawyer got one. He only got him. If I get that car, I'm only gonna be able to drive it when it's me and my lady. That's it. How often is it just me and my lady? Not very often. Why? Because I got 3 kids, right? So think about this. The Cowboys also thinking, we invest a first-round pick into a number 2 receiver who gets us what? 800 yards, 6 touchdowns. Do we want to pay that much for that?
How do you know they only get 800 yards?
Because go look at what number 2 receivers get in Dallas. Go look what your number 2 receiver got last year. And let's just be real. With CeeDee Lamb getting 1,800 yards, which he should get this year, how much more yards can a number 2 receiver get? And you got to remember, Dak favors the tight end over everybody. Everybody's already expecting that Ferguson is going to have another step-up season. So think about this. If Ferguson just adds 300 yards, he's over 1,000 yards. Damn near. He's touching 1,000 yards. So now you have a 1,000-yard tight end and 1,000-yard, 1,800-yard wide receiver. Like, bro, when are you really throwing it to your number 2? And I'm going to keep it
right there. Timeout right there. Listen. Look at what we did, and we started slow the first 5 weeks. We could have did it.
Yeah, a number two receiver don't help you in there though, because Tony Pollard scored 2 touchdowns in 5 games. So
I'm talking about that yard distribution that you was just talking about. We could have did it in them 5 weeks we were struggling. We probably could have still made that work throughout the whole season. It probably could have still happened.
And you also forget the reason that CeeDee Lamb got as many targets as he did. Nobody else fucking won. You can look at the numbers. Yeah. Nobody across the board outside of Jay Ferguson won. CeeDee Lamb was the guy that got open in a pure progression offense. He got open first and he won. So he got the ball. And they made sure to do that more often as the season went along.
So do we think that's going to happen less next year?
No, it's gonna have to. That's the point, Wes. Because you ain't got shit else, it's gonna have to happen next year.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. I don't agree with you on that, because I also agree that they didn't target Brandon Cooks. So now listen to me. I don't want to get no back and forth. We can always just take it to the film. We can set up a time where we can go over those 5 games and we can look at the film. I don't want to do the back because I think the film is because I'm gonna tell you.
Go look. Listen, you're gonna bring the film all 17 games because I'm looking at the
but listen, we're only talking about. We're only talking about the first 5.
No,
though.
He brought up the first 5. I'm talking about
but guess what? But guess what? Brandon Cooks ended up being your second touchdown getter and second in targets. So they figured it out at the end of the season. But at the beginning of the season, no, they hadn't figured it out yet.
I brought up them 5 because we were slow, and if we would have been better in them first 5, we could have been, you know what I'm saying? We could have.
But you know what we sucked in the first 5 though?
We could have reached those goals that you were talking about at
red
the
zone.
end.
We sucked in the only thing that we were hurting the most in the first 5 games like Henny just said, was the red zone.
Yeah, we move the ball at will in between the 20s. But my thing is this, man, because listen, y'all make good points. Y'all make great points. But my thing is this, man. We know Mike McCarthy and his background and his pedigree and what the hell he's going to end up doing. He's still going to throw the damn ball. That's who he is. That's what the hell he's done. I think they'll be better at running the ball when they decide to do it. But the man he's going to throw the fucking ball. So why not give Dak Prescott better weapons when he chooses to do so? That's my only thing, especially when it's a position you need. We got 3 free agent wide receivers right now that you plan on being big contributors to your team. You should have been to sign CD Lamb. So I'm not even thinking about that shit. Get the deal done with CD. But you still, even if you didn't get CD Lamb deal done, you still needed a Brandon Cooks replacement. You still needed a damn Cavante Turpin replacement if you ain't gonna sign them boys back. And listen,
your tweet back there.
And that's pretty much the entire thing. The Dallas Cowboys could have did all this easily. They could have signed CD Lamb. They could have signed CD Lamb. They could have drafted a wide receiver that had him cheat for multiple years and paired them boys together.
I want to ask Flip from Texas something because he always be dissing wide receivers like wide receivers just don't matter. This is what I want you to see. The teams that were successful in the league last year. If you look at the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs didn't have all them receivers, did they? They had Patrick Mahomes and they had an elite defense. Sir, do you have an elite defense? Are you confident in your defense holding people down and not giving up points? You don't even got a defensive tackle. Okay, you can't do like them. You can't be like them. So you need another way to be successful. What's closer? Which one you closer to? An elite defense or a phenomenal offense? Yeah. You can't just draft a defensive tackle and he just be
honestly, phenomenal. You're closer to both. Be honest with you.
No, listen though. Which one harder to acquire though?
You actually got both right now.
Time out. Which one more hard? Which one is more difficult to acquire? A dominant defensive tackle or a phenomenal wide receiver? Especially in the draft.
It's harder to get a defensive tackle.
You're not gonna get a defensive tackle to help your team ASAP in the draft like that, bro. They don't work out like that.
You're not even gonna draft one that early in the first place.
That's my point.
Not the first round.
So you could have went crazy with a receiver in the first round, bro. That's what I'm telling you. So listen, when it comes to it, listen, our problems are customized. We trying to figure out what's the best way to maximize the team we got for the Cowboys, not for everybody else. Because these other teams, if you look at, I just gave you one example. The Chiefs, they got an elite defense. Do we have elite defense? No. You look at the Eagles. The Eagles got 3 receivers. They got a Heisman winner as a number 2. Look at the
and you beat them. And you beat them every year. You drop
because you got Dak Prescott and you got a
your offense. And look what your defense and look what your defense does to the Philadelphia Eagles offense every year. Look what they do.
The Eagles lose because their defense was sorry. the Eagles didn't have a defense. They had an offense. They receivers was going crazy.
But look what our defense does to their offense though.
But listen, you know this the problem. Our problems is not gonna show. Our problems is not gonna show in the regular season. We talking about against the best teams. We trying to defend the reason why y'all be sitting up here mad in the playoffs. Because listen, I'm telling you right now, if you supporting this one receiver crowd, if I was a defensive coordinator, bro, that is easy work. If you going up against the best defensive coordinators, bro, they go, huh?
He talking somebody.
If you going up against the best defensive coordinators, bro, do you know how easy that is to shut that down? Oh, you don't know? Go ask Green Bay how easy it is to shut it down. Go ask San Francisco how easy it is to shut it down. You got one dude to defend?
Well, here's my question, though, landlord. I guess I'll push back on you just a tad.
Let's do it.
If you go with the receiver in the first round, which I wouldn't have been mad, but we did need offensive line help.
Why did you need offensive line help, Bishop?
At left tackle.
Yeah, why did you need offensive line help? Bishop?
Because they messed up from the year before.
That's all I wanted you to say, because they messed up.
Because he messed up years before drafting with Lesko and Richards and all that. But here's my question. There were a lot of left tackles in the draft.
You drafted the right one.
The quality of the left tackle, if you were going straight draft, would have dropped by the time we got to the second round as far as left tackles. And then it would have been a presumed starter. That left tackle would have got in. So were you willing to sacrifice getting another killer at wide receiver and having somewhat of a left tackle that's a little bit better than with Lesko and Ball, just a little bit better, and Richards. Are you willing to drop? Because the talent level dropped off at left tackle by the time we got to our pick in the second round now. So you make up for it. You make up for it in the receiver position. Yeah, you get them 2 receivers. You talking about a 5,000-yard quarterback. Yeah, probably 40-some-odd touchdowns. But if he ain't got no left tackle on their blind side, that's equal. In other words, we don't know what Guyton will be yet. We figure he gonna be good, but we know that the talent level.
Can I say something
off.
first on that, Lord?
Go ahead.
But we know that the talent level dropped off for the left tackle position by the time we picked in the second round. So that's why I'm asking you: were you willing to sacrifice the quality just in order to get more quality at the wide receiver position?
We still sacrificed the quality because we didn't draft a damn left tackle. We drafted a nigga that played right tackle, and we're gonna move his ass to the left side. And we're hyping this shit up.
We've been good at that though.
We're hyping this shit up. Never seen him play the position just because everybody speaks glowingly of him and he's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this right here though. Hold on, no, because you can't do that. You can't do that because the last time the Cowboys,
it don't matter.
The last time the Cowboys did that, it was successful.
It doesn't matter. So,
yes, it does.
So what? They struck Orr one time. Because you
they struck Orr more than one time. Zach Martin was not a guard in college. What are you talking about?
We're talking about tackle. I don't give a damn about that.
Okay, but this is the thing, though. You can't say that because the Dallas Cowboys have done this with almost every position. The Cowboys have never – the only position that they've ever drafted that played their true position in college was Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith was a left tackle at USC.
Smith, he was a right tackle.
Oh, thank you for even correcting me and proving my point. So you mean to tell me that
do you think he's good as Tyron Smith, nigga? I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm not saying he is. He doesn't have to be.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't have to
play
be.
Left tackle. Yes, the hell he does. The switch
no, he doesn't because Tyron Smith didn't even play 17 games. What are you talking about?
They didn't play 17 games back then.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying right now. So yes, you do get upgraded because you got to think. Listen to me.
Man,
your second receiver.
No I don't know what you're
think about this. Your second receiver. If you're throwing the ball to your second receiver, that means your first receiver's covered, bro. That's more time you need to get to them. Hold up.
So hold on, now you already cut me off. So your thought process is to replace your All-Pro left tackle with a dude that ain't never played the damn position before.
Yes, you want to know why? Because the Cowboys have done it several times and it's worked.
Just because you go back to the
well. And I trust them when it comes to offensive line. Yes, okay. I trust them when they come to offensive line. We're not talking about quarterback. We're not talking about receiver.
Let me ask you a question. What happened the last time they switched somebody and moved somebody position?
Tyler Smith? Oh, he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, and Dak Prescott got his fucking hand broke.
Well, I mean, he didn't actually hit. But how many games did we win that season though? How many games? So you're gonna blame? Wait, time out. Time out.
It was his assignment.
You're gonna blame a rookie? You're gonna blame a rookie for getting?
Yes, because guess what? He wasn't ready. And that's
he wasn't ready. Okay.
That's my issue.
Okay.
Are you gonna let me talk or not?
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this. So I'm gonna ask you this question. So you're mean to tell me? And you know what? And guess what? And we rebounded from that. Dak missed 5 games, and we still went to the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And we went to the second round of the playoffs.
And they moved his ass right back to guard. Too.
And they moved exactly. But guess what? He's been He's been a Pro Bowler in 2 positions
as a guard.
And he was an All-Pro. And he was an All-Pro as a what?
He was All-Pro guard.
Thank you. And he was a Pro Bowl what? Thank you.
He didn't make Pro Bowl as a left tackle. He did not make a Pro Bowl as a left tackle where you're saying thank you. He made the all-rookie team.
What did he make the Pro Bowl as this year?
A guard.
And what did in his rookie year?
He didn't make a Pro Bowl.
Well, we all know he played well enough.
That man had about 12 penalties and like 7 sacks. He played better than what the hell we expected. Like, we ain't finna just sit here and act like that man was a phenomenal.
And then think about this. You have Zach Martin, who was what? Zach Martin got switched. But this is the thing. At the end of the day, the Cowboys have had way more success at offensive line than they have ever had at any position in Dallas. Any position. Name me a position that they've had more.
So first-round wide receivers ain't work out for the Dallas Cowboys, what you trying to tell me?
Bruh, what I'm telling you is this.
No, they don't. Plenty of teams pick wide receiver in the first round. They don't do a goddamn thing.
Bruh, listen to me. I'll tell you this. We ain't never had no first round.
You ain't never had no what?
This is Cowboys Uncut, people. Let's get it.
They done, nah, hell no. Bring Cuz back. Bring Cuz back. They done took my cousin out here, man. Hell no.
This is Uncut right here, man.
Yeah, John. I'm good. These my guys. Don't worry about me. Long as you could be in it, but don't be a part of it. You all right. I ain't worried about this. These my guys.
Where you gonna find this? You ain't gonna find this on nobody else's channel or ESPN.
No.
You ain't gonna find
this,
it.
landlord.
This is real disagreement. This is
real
real
let me ask you this.
battle.
So let's just say, for instance, Kenyon Coleman was there, who I loved, who I would love to have.
He was there.
He was there.
Would you rather have Kenyon Coleman and have Chimu, whatever his name is, Adoga at your left tackle? Or would you rather have a quality left tackle stay with Brandon Cooks?
Do we have a quality left tackle?
We don't even know if we got a quality left tackle.
You see what I'm saying? We drafted the right. We drafted the right tackle.
But I'm saying we know that we already know what Cheeto is. We know what he is. You trust that? That's what I'm saying. Rather than give him a killer.
Listen, I understand your question, but I think you don't understand where I'm coming from with the way they operated. All they had to do is sign Tyron back to me.
Bingo.
Like, sign Tyron back.
And
then now we can go receive.
That's what I was going.
That's what I'm saying. It was mismanagement all around, Bishop. So when you ask that question, you put me in, because you making it like I agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I wanted to keep Tyron. So if we would have kept Tyron, we would have kept Tyron. We could have got us a firepower wide receiver ASAP.
Bingo.
So that's the thing about it. You see what I'm saying? It's mismanagement more than one area. It's not just they didn't draft a receiver. It's that they didn't draft a receiver and they didn't draft Tyron Smith. And then for the people, hold on, Flip. I got something for Flip, and I made sure I went and did that because I want to be thorough with this. You keep talking about name some receivers. Bro, it's plenty of them that I believe in and that we going to see if they actually pan out. Look, Keon Coleman is one that I would have took.
Just one.
Adrian Mitchell is one that I believe in that I would have took. You
Leggett.
got Polk right there. You got Leggett right there. That's four names right there. That's four.
That's
you
four.
see what I'm saying? But you keep talking about name them. Bro, you will see. You will see. Yeah. And they don't. Look, I don't care if they went deep in the first round. I don't care because I believe in them. I know what I know what my scouting eyes told me. And I said, if you put them boys, if you would have put them boys, Worthy went a little bit before us, I think.
No, he
went after us, didn't he? Oh my God. Oh my God. So look, I'm telling you right now, if we would have got any one of those guys and you pair him with Dak Prescott, you would have loved your results. That's all I'm saying. You would have loved the results.
Yeah, cuz.
That's all I'm saying.
I would have loved to have, because if you going trendy, I also believe that you really was supposed to try to copy. I ain't gonna say copy, but I'm saying the two number one wide receivers on your same team works. I said that on my show plenty of times. Go ahead, it ain't no one wide receiver and then your number one and then a number two. No, Philadelphia got two number ones, Devontae and AJ. Miami got Tyreek Hill and Waddle.
And Odell Beckham.
And Beckham. I mean, these,
Washington, Malik Washington.
I mean, come on now. I'm saying a lot of these good teams got two number ones, a 1A and a 1B, if you want to say that. And then everybody, if you want to get trendy, everybody's stacking the deck. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Stack the deck. Stack the deck.
This ain't me saying I don't believe in Tobin. It's just me saying that I feel like we could have boosted up our wide receiving core. So listen, it's like this. Let's say in my head, I'm projecting if we would have drafted one of those people I named, we probably could have took this wide receiving core up like 2-3 notches, maybe 2 notches. Yeah. With Brandon Cooks and Jalen Tobin, I probably feel like we going up only 1 notch because they're going to be in the second year. I'm not saying they not going to be good. Listen, all my concerns, this is what I want people to understand. All my concerns that I'm stressing out to y'all, I'm talking about the boss fights, bro. I'm not talking about the regular season. I'm talking about when we going up against the best defensive minds in football. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that. That's my concern. Because people don't really get it. They thinking I'm I just said we going to win 13 games. I think we going to win 13, 12, 13, 14 games possibly. But I'm talking about when we get to the boss fights, bro, that's when it's going to matter. Because West Coast just told you we do most of the stuff through CeeDee Lamb. Do you know how easy that is to stop to a great defensive mind, man? They're gonna embarrass us if we go in there like that.
Yes, but I'm gonna tell you this right here. You were totally misusing what I said, because I'm gonna tell you this right here.
I'm just telling you what you said.
Yeah, exactly, but you said it out of context. What I was saying is this. I was saying CeeDee Lamb as a whole. I was saying CeeDee Lamb in the whole as a wide receiving core. When you go into an NFL game, you're not going in to stop one guy. You are going in to stop the pass offense. Now, the pass offense might be headed by such and such, but like you just said, everybody got 3 and 4 wide receivers. But let's just be real. Kansas City is not wide receiver heavy. And I'm going to tell you, Kansas City is not wide receiver heavy either. Kansas City's never had a 1-2 punch at wide receiver. They won a Super Bowl.
An elite defense,
no, they do not.
They do got an elite defense.
They got an elite. Do you?
Do I have an elite defense? Yes, I do. Yeah. Yes, I do.
The defense that gave up 28 points against any team with a pulse.
Listen to me. The Dallas Cowboys, when you do something more often than not, you are an elite. You cannot judge a defense off of one game, bruh. What are you talking about?
I didn't ask you about one game. I said they gave up 28 points per game against teams with winning records last year.
And that sound like an elite defense. And this is the thing, too. But winning teams have good offenses, bruh. Like, what are we talking about? How many of them games did you lose, though?
Most of them.
How many of them games did you lose? No, don't give me most of them. Give me all of them. How many games did you lose? Because I hate when people give exact stacks, but then they go they go kind of roundabout.
No, like half. Like it was half, like 4 and 4. 4 and 4 against winning teams, and then you were 3. Then you were 3 and 4 against teams with winning records.
I'm gonna tell you guys something.
Why y'all naming teams with elite defense?
I'm gonna tell you this right here, bruh. You're not gonna beat every winning team.
You're not supposed to get 30 ball by you're not supposed to get 30 ball by good teams either, though.
Exactly, but bro, listen, but you also think about this, your offense has to score too, because you're playing against good offenses. How many teams are elite teams with bad offenses? Bro, if you're playing a top team with a winning record, there's a really good chance that they have a really good offense.
Believe it or not, KC offense wasn't that good until the playoffs.
Kansas City didn't have
believe it or not.
You couldn't stop
Hold on. You got some echo going on, cuz.
Kansas City ain't got 2 receivers. Kansas City got a kid named Rice and a tight end.
Elite defense.
That's what Kansas City got.
They got these.
And the Dallas Cowboys got the same defense.
No, they do not.
They don't.
They have
Hell no.
They have a defense that can stop the run.
They had the second best scoring defense in the league.
That can stop.
They DB gave up
but bro, nobody cares about that. But they care about, can you stop the run in the defense?
They stopping the run and they stopping people from scoring.
They ain't giving up points or that.
We're not the same,
if you can stop the run, think about this.
Listen, and you just talked about that. The Kansas City defense did not give up 30 points against an opponent all year.
0
games with 30 points.
They're good.
So they're better defense than us, right?
And I'm not saying, listen to me, I didn't say you had to have the best defense in football. The best defense in football was the 49ers. Did they win the Super Bowl last year? No, they did not.
And they win a lot.
Their defense actually gave up more. Okay, but think about this. The best defense in football actually gave up more points to a different offense. That wasn't even the best offense in football. So yes, people do have bad days. But this is what I am saying this. Bruh, in the playoffs, 3 receivers don't give a damn about that, bruh. You got to be able to run the ball and stop the run. Everybody wants to be like can I just say this? And I promise you, everybody wants to be like everybody else. You know what Kansas City is? Kansas City is themselves. Miami can do whatever the hell they want to do. But guess what? All that stuff, what did they do in the playoffs? Baltimore, all that, what did they do in the playoffs? What was all that throwing high pass offense? All that crap goes right out the window. The Dallas Cowboys, forget this, man. I'm getting my hats back, goddammit. It's about running that dang football.
So we got to be able to run the ball and stop the no-name ass niggas.
You didn't even invest in your run game.
Them sorry ass motherfuckers you got, you gonna run the ball with them? You ain't got no defensive tackle. You barely got linebacker, but you finna stop the run.
Exactly. Exactly. But you gotta improve that. What are you talking about? You got
an echo going on with.
We can't even hear you though.
The Cowboys brought in Eric Kendricks with the thought that he's one of the highest rated not even run stopping, but you know what I'm saying? He's a, you know what I'm saying? That's what you brought in Kendricks to help you. You're not thinking that you're going to get worse. And I'm gonna just tell you, if you were brought in Kendricks solely for his athleticism, you would have got a different linebacker. They brought in Eric Kendricks right now to identify and help them stop the run. That was the 100% reason why they did that. Also, Mike Zimmer is a coach who has had a what? Now I'm gonna tell you, Dan Quinn was also I don't understand how Dan Quinn couldn't stop the run considering he's a defensive tackle coach. I don't understand that. I will never understand that.
He had a personnel.
He had no defensive tackles or no linebackers.
Well, think about that.
You still got the
people be like, Dan Quinn couldn't stop
That's
the
what
run.
we telling. Listen, this the whole thing about it, man. Y'all keep talking about all this general football shit. We understand that. Well, you got to stop the run, you got to run the ball. But when you customize that to the Cowboys, bro, we're not capable. We just not. We don't have defensive tackles. Hold on.
But a wide receiver doesn't help you that.
You need another shot. You need to win another way. If you can't be solidified, listen, if you can't be solidified in one area, you need to boost up another area that you're good in. You see what I'm saying?
Man, go get a first round running back before you go get a number 2 wide receiver.
That could have been a way to do it. That could have been a way to do it, but we didn't invest in it.
You could have spent a second. You could have spent a second round pick on a running back. I was all for getting Trey Benson.
Me too. I wanted
and then think about this: any wide receiver that you bring in on a first round pick, their contract, CeeDee Lamb and their contracts are basically mirrored because you're going to be signing him and that new.
I want to get this out.
No way in hell they were doing it.
Let me know. Are we even capable of doing the things that y'all saying do? Listen, we couldn't run the ball last year, right? We couldn't run the ball last year. We just replaced 40% of this line, and then we lost the best running back we probably had. So you think we're gonna be able to run the ball now?
When Rico
you see
down,
what I'm saying? Y'all telling me to run the ball, but we didn't invest in that. That wasn't the way we went into it.
Honestly, the Dallas Cowboys ain't investing shit. We going down there. We sitting here talking about wide receivers we didn't draft. We sitting here talking about running backs we didn't draft, defensive tackles we didn't sign in free agency. Dallas Cowboys didn't really invest like that. If we being honest.
What's going on? You got
Wes.
too much sound going on, bro. You got to mute that.
I muted him for a second until he get his.
Yeah,
get
they
his
got to
sound.
mute that. But what I'm saying is the ways that it ain't.
Yeah, I was trying to
I don't
get
know
an
if it's
opportunity.
me or what.
That's West Side. Go ahead.
Okay, I was about to say the easy things that y'all saying, run the ball, stop the run. We understand that. We know what football is, sir. But we're not capable of doing that. Did your team invest in doing that? No, they didn't.
But there's the answer. Flip from Texas just said their way of investing or the way they address the problem is what Flip just said there. There's not running back per se. You did it all to try to invest into the offensive line. That's their thing.
And what we're saying forever, bro.
What I'm saying is, get me some playmakers at that position. If you're gonna stack the deck. If you know you can't stop the run, what does that tell you? You know what stopped the run last year for us? Us blowing people out. The clock. When we blew people out, it made teams one-dimensional. But
that's how you supplement that, Flip. That's how you supplement that.
Exactly.
You blow out teams with a high-powered offense. Now they can't run the damn ball.
Exactly.
What you think happened in 2016? Our offense was so dominant that couldn't nobody run the ball.
Couldn't run it. So when you get a team that when we had the close game, they ran a mud hole through us. Easy. Arizona, Buffalo, San Francisco. Name the teams that we lost. I mean, we didn't lose many games, but I'm saying those are the teams that you're going to see in the playoffs, and that's all it did was expose us. That's what Green Bay did. Aaron Jones had a field day. So what I'm saying is, if you're not good, like Landlord said, if you know you're not good at a specific area of the team, go ahead and strengthen the area where you're strong in. Well, we were strong in the offense. That's why I was in support and saying, look, I don't know what we got on, even though we addressed the issue with a linebacker, that still don't tell me how good our linebacking core is going to be. We don't even know how good Eric Kendricks is. We don't know.
We really don't know how
we don't know. We don't know. And we still ain't addressed. We still ain't addressed defensive tackle. We still ain't addressed that. So those were the main elements of saying that we couldn't stop the run. We ain't address a defensive tackle, not really.
The only thing we got to hope and pray on, man, is that because it's possible, but we got to see it happen. That Mike Zimmer scheme can help stop the run. That's the only thing we can hope for as an improvement.
With the same players, per se. With the same players.
Yeah, schemes can help you.
No, it is not.
You tell them then, West Coast. Let me know.
First off, you have 3 brand new linebackers playing linebacker. First off, you have Damian Wilson, who's going to be your worst linebacker in your room. You have Agent O coming back. He's going to be explosive off the end.
We sure about that?
Damone Clark. You have Damone Clark, who's going to be in a less elevated role. Why? Because now Eric Kendricks is going to be beside him. Eric Kendricks played well last year. And I'm going to tell y'all this right. I know you don't believe in Mozzie Smith. I get it. Nobody believes in him.
He's coming off an injury.
Whatever he's coming off of, I just want to say this. This is where you want to start looking at any freaking defensive tackle in the first round, in the first year, no matter who he is, unless he's Aaron Donald, is going to basically have the same season Mozzie Smith has. Why? Because you're playing against the most experienced position in all the NFL. And what is that? The center or the guard. Nobody has rookie guards or centers except for the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody got grown-ass men playing center and guard. So, I'm going to tell you this right here. And I just got to clarify. 2016, the Dallas Cowboys were so great because of 2 factors. 1, because we ran the ball. 2, because we were the low. Let me finish. I'm going to tell you an amazing stat that nobody really picked up in 2016. We had the lowest percentage of third down attempts. Not to mention, we were number 1 in the NFL in third down conversion. But you want to know why we had so many less third down attempts, meaning we weren't even getting to third down? Because we were running the ball on first down, getting 5.5 yards, 4.5 yards on first down. And then guess what? Our second down was only 2nd and 4.
We know that. Yeah,
we're
now we're just saying that the offense. The whole point was it didn't matter how they got to that point. We just saying that the offense was so good that the defenses couldn't really hone in on us like that, and then the opposing offense couldn't really get off either because they always behind. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sticking to their game plan, they had to go in emergency mode and be like, well, we got to keep up. That's what the pressure that a great offense do to a defense and an offense.
Bottom line is we're not that team. So
we're not like that. Yeah.
Not like that.
Listen to me. But you know how you get to that team? You know how you get closer to that team? You get closer to that team by improving your run game. Because CeeDee Lamb is a better receiver than anybody that you had in 2016. Now is better than Dak Prescott in 2016. Yes, but no, everybody doesn't know that. So let's stop saying that because everybody
I'm asking the question. Listen, time out. I know we ain't seen it yet, but did we improve our run game?
Short yardage
from last year?
Yeah.
From last year?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I believe our run game is probably the same. It didn't get worse because I don't think we upgraded at the running back position. Bro, that's what I'm saying. We should have upgraded the running back position. Like, listen, I love Zeke. Zeke is my dude. I love Zeke. But I'm looking at the whole running back position. Like, at the whole totality of it. No, I don't believe. I think with bringing in Zeke, you stay as good as you were. I think there are caveats that you did. Like, I believe, like, blitz pickup is going to be better. But I'm going to just be honest with you. Running a straight line, Tony Pollard is going to be faster than Zeke. Like, come on, man. And I'm not even a big Tony Pollard fan. But I also know that the running back I'm more happy that Zeke is here because of honestly, it's sad to say this. It's so sad to say this. But I'm probably 60-40 on more excitement that Zeke is here for non-football stuff. I mean, not non-football, for non-running back stuff. Like, I'm happy that he's here because blitz pickup, play recognition,
he gonna go crazy with that. Yeah. But look, that speaks to what though, Wes? Throwing the ball. Shit.
You wanna know why? Because I think the Cowboys throw the damn ball too damn much.
Well, that's why. But that goes back to you. Then since they're talking about the running. Because we got an offensive coordinator that love to pass.
He gonna throw that
why are we even acting like he gonna commit to the running game? I mean, he ain't never done that. So, I mean, there's no sense of really talking about that. Dak Prescott gonna get close to 4,600 yards passing. He might hit 40 touchdowns this year. and that's because we're gonna pass the ball. The strength of this team is not the running game by no means, because we're not committed enough to do that type of stuff. We really don't have the personnel to really be talking about running the ball like that.
That's
the
what I'm
thing
saying.
about
So
the running game is, can we run the ball when we need to? That's the definition of our running game this year. Can we do it when we need to? Not that we just gonna pound the ball. That ain't gonna happen.
And listen to me, and that's always been the moniker of, like, we were the top 5 team in running the ball last year, and guess what? We still needed to run the damn ball. How about we run the damn ball instead of throwing that little 1-yard pass to Shoemaker where he couldn't get in the end zone? Or how about we have better running back play versus the Miami Dolphins when Tony Pollard put the ball on the ground on the goal line? Or how about weeks 1 through 6? Listen to me. We had our running backs went 7 weeks without a rushing touchdown. The Dallas Cowboys did that. Now, people don't trip. You want to know why? Because we were still winning games.
Because Dak was throwing them motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Because we were still. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. You go get a number 2, two number 1s. You know what you also do to Dak? You make Dak probably a 5,000-6,000 yard quarterback.
What's wrong with that? And you might get more wins. You might have won a couple more of them games.
You know, and I don't know if you win. I don't know if you beat Miami.
I said might have. That's all. I ain't even being biased. I said you might have won a couple more. Cause look, especially in that Green Bay game, I feel like you would have had some. You know, if it's a thin line between your defense performing like they should perform and not. Cause like, which one do y'all think it is? Let's ask that to the panel. Do y'all think our defense just not that good, or they just didn't play? They didn't play up to the standard they should have played.
I'll go first. I don't know what they are, because for majority of our games, we blew people out and made teams one-dimensional. Before halftime, they was almost up 25, 30 points. I mean, so that takes away it took away the Giant. Let's just go with the Giant game. The offense took Saquon Barkley out of the game completely. It was a blowout before even halftime. Yep. They had to pass the ball. So I don't know what the running back was going to be able to do. I mean, I don't know what that running game is going to be able to do. I do know this about our defense, though. I know we could not stop the run at all when teams decided to run. That I do know. And it was evident. We would have found out about linebackers safeties linebackers before week 5 if we weren't blowing people out.
I was just about to say, is it safe to say your offense kind of saved you from some of that embarrassment?
But think about this. In a 17-game season and in an NFL league that has a salary cap, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Your offense, and I'm going to tell you this right here. Jerry Jones said this in 2016. He said your defense, he said, what's your best defense? A good offense. Now, I'm going to say this right here. The reason why you have to do that is because the salary cap doesn't allow you to pay everybody. So you're gonna have to have one side of your team compensate for the other. Okay, like, think about this. Hold on. Like, think about this. The year the Baltimore Ravens won the Super Bowl, with Trent, I forget who the quarterback is.
It was Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer. I thought it was Trent Dilfer. I didn't want to miss it. Trent Dilfer was the quarterback, right? I was in basic training, I think, when this happened. Well, their defense was only giving up like 16 points a game. Go look at how good their offense was. Wasn't not good at all. They weren't good at all. But guess what? When you only got to score 18 points to win games, like, it makes, and then think about this, everybody gets rings at the end of the year. Now, if you go look at that Baltimore Ravens team, they had Ray Lewis. They had freaking Ed Reed. They had freaking Sarah Goose on there. They had Haloti Nada. But they had everybody on Madden that you're trying to get on your Madden team. Mm-hmm. Rod Woodson. And there's only 11 positions on the damn team. So
we're still naming it.
They stack their defense up. I think where most teams go wrong. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, cuz. Yeah. We can hear you, cuz.
Not no more.
I was not passing. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think the only team that can get away with being balanced is the Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody else, you need to be really good at one thing, bruh. And I'm gonna tell you, I think that's the real problem with the Dallas Cowboys. We not really good at one. Like, even listen to me, because and the stats would even say that we're good at throwing the ball, but us throwing the ball a lot does beating the top end teams, translate to top end teams.
Well,
so that's
we
what I'm saying.
won.
Like,
we beat a couple of them throwing the ball. We threw the ball at Detroit and won. We threw the ball against Detroit and won. We should have won against Miami throwing the ball. Miami, your defense let you down at the end. Dak threw the ball all the way down the field and got you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's kind of hard. Like, I know traditional football says run the ball. But when your team can't run like that, you don't have the personnel to run like that, what else should you do? See, this is what I'm doing. I'm going into this season operating like the run game is already bad. Because I don't have nothing to say that it's great yet. I just don't. So, in those moments in the playoffs, what we was left with? Did you have a running game? No. Did you have a defense? No. What did you have in that game? All you ended up having was an offense that could put up some points. They did it late, but they did it. Your defense ain't do it late or early. You remember that. Your defense didn't do nothing late or early in that game. Your run game didn't do nothing late or early in that game. Huh?
Yeah, he threw for almost 400 yards.
That's my point.
He actually threw for over 400 yards.
500 yards now.
If your defense ain't gonna do shit, he gonna have to throw for 500 yards.
Somebody got to do it.
Nick Foles, when Nick Foles and then won the Super Bowl, Brady threw for 5 and he threw for like 4 or something like that. They had a whole shootout.
If your opponent is scoring 46 points or whatever, you better have somebody who can put up 47.
You better have some more offensive weapons. That's what you better have. Because
you know your defense can't stop nothing. You better have an offense that can score right with them. Bottom line.
You know what the caveat is this. You trying to do all that, be more explosive in a season where almost 60% of your offensive line changed. Like for us to have, and Bishop said something that was so key, and I'm gonna hang my hat on this. Like all that sounds good if my offensive line stays intact. Like if my offensive line stays intact, I'm probably not even tripping on having Zeke not here. Like the reason why Zeke is here is because 3 of these dudes in the offensive line, I'm like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? That's what
we depending on them to be able to run though.
Listen, but I'm gonna tell you this. If you think about this though, I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. You might have, if you're a bad team, you're not trying to pass the ball, bro. I'm gonna tell you when you first in a season, the first thing you do is run the ball, bro, because it's easier. It is easier to run the ball. You do not see any bad teams, no 1 in 16 teams out here throwing the ball for 400 yards. Throwing the ball is hard, bro. Throwing the ball is harder than running the ball. Like I have learned that coaching football. Like that's why if you in kids football, they don't even throw the ball to like week 7. Why? Because running the ball is so much easier, bro. It is so easier for five fat dudes to run forward than it is to get these dudes coming backwards. And think about this. You got to have chemistry. Most bad offenses don't have what? Good offensive lines. So if you don't have a good offensive line, why are you trying to pass block? Like that makes no sense. You know what I'm saying?
So it depends on is your line good at pass blocking or is they good at run blocking?
Listen to me. If your offensive line is good at pass blocking, you probably have a good offense. I don't know too many teams that have a good pass blocking offense. That means they can keep the quarterback standing up, give him opportunity to deliver ball, and they're not winning games.
Guess what, Wes? You do know one. The Dallas Cowboys was one last year. We was a good pass blocking team, but we wasn't a good run blocking team.
But think about this. At the majority, we won most of our games. Now we're in an isolated event. We're looking at everything as one game. We couldn't do it one game, but in a sphere of 18 games, yes, you could.
That's why I'm overlooking some of the needs at offensive line and saying, hey, I seen Dak navigate and be great with a inferior offensive line the whole year.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm gonna keep it real. And this is the realest thing I'm going to say there all about the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott don't need to figure out the league. He needs to figure out the goddamn 49ers. Because the outcome was the exact same because I'm going to tell you, the Green Bay Packers played the Dallas Cowboys the exact same way the 49ers played us.
But guess what they did?
That middle linebacker was everywhere, bro.
Guess what they did, Wes?
Right.
They bracketed CeeDee Lamb. and they put their best corner. Listen. They bracketed not early. They bracketed CeeDee Lamb, and they put their best corner on Brandon Cooks. That's what they did. That's exactly what San Francisco did
in the second half.
And think about this, and Dak still lit him up, bro. We don't need no number one. Another number one receiver wouldn't have helped you that game.
We were down 27-0 before CeeDee Lamb made a guest appearance.
Shit.
That man threw a pick trying to force the ball to Brandon Cooks because his ass couldn't get open.
No, he was not trying to force the ball to Brandon Cooks.
He did force the ball to Brandon Cooks.
That was a pass interference. That was a clear pass.
He should not have thrown it. He shouldn't have threw the ball.
And guess what? If the pass interference is there, Brandon Cooks catches the slant, probably takes it 40 yards.
If Cooks was a little more physical, he might have not been able to get hemmed up like that.
Yes, they should have called it though. Like, what are you talking about? It was a
but they didn't call it though, Wiz.
You can't discount egregious calls, bruh. He was on the receiver. Listen, the reason why he passed interference is because the wide receiver beat him. Like, that's what he did. Like, that man had inside leverage and some more shit.
He honestly didn't beat him. He just was more physical. It looked like him. It was a pass interference because he was more physical.
No, Brandon Cooks for sure beat him on the inside route. He for sure beat him. Go look at the film on that.
Nah.
He diamond stepped. Yes, he did. He diamond stepped him. He leaned him to the right, and then he beat him on the inside. And as soon as he beat him on the inside, bro, listen to me. That is actually a film that they use out here at the 7-on-7. Hey, kids, y'all remember the film we watched? Remember the film we watched? Yeah. That's one of the plays we watched. He stemmed him to the outside. Brandon Cooks worked him, bro. And the wide receiver.
So he got separation on that play. That's what you're saying?
It should have been a defensive hold. Should have been a defensive hold.
The DB got beat.
Yeah, not defensive pass. It should have been a hold.
And he held him. He did. Listen, the DB did what he's supposed to do. He prevented a touchdown because he for sure is going for 6. He may not go for 6. He's going for 40 because there was no safety over there. They were in cover 3, bro. If he beats that corner, there's nobody, bro. Brandon Cooks is rolling. That's why Dak threw it to him. Like, come on, bro.
He had CeeDee Lamb wide the fuck open on a corner route and did not throw the ball.
But guess what, though? But guess what? You had him open on the outside. You have a 6-yard slant that can go for 40 in front of you.
You had a 30-yard. You had a nigga 30 yards open.
Yeah, no,
it was a 30-yard play. CeeDee Lamb is always a priority. He is the first.
Bro, listen to me.
Marcus McFarland. I was trying to be fair, and I ain't want to say it because they already know. They say I hate on them, so I'm glad somebody else said it. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Go ahead.
I ain't tripping. Hey, listen to me. I'm about to go coach these kids in tackle football. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back in about an hour and 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, hey, listen. I love y'all. For all the people that say I get on y'all nerves, make sure you follow me. You feel me? So you don't accidentally watch it. You feel me? Honestly, I don't give a damn about people saying I get on their nerves. I was getting on y'all nerves. I could have saved y'all $45 million when you signed Michael Gallup. I was getting on your nerves then. I was getting on your nerves when I told you not to sign Tony Pollard for $10.5 million. Getting on your nerves then. I'm going to continue to get on your nerves. That's what I'm supposed to do. That means I'm doing my job. I love you, though. You already know what it is. Never look down, stars up.
Peace. Hey, I ain't jumping off just yet. Y'all got shit to do?
Yeah, I got about in a minute. How long you talking about?
Just a couple more minutes, man. Get through. Cause hell, I had some more slides and stuff pulled up, so you know, we'll rock out for a couple more minutes and call it a night, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Well, look, hold up. I was trying to keep the peace though, but I'm glad Marcus McFarland said, and it's gonna sound like I'm gonna be a jerk for saying it, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe we should have had a bigger damn receiver. Maybe he wouldn't have got hemmed up like that. Go back and look at that play. That's all I'm going to say. Brandon Cooks.
Common sense tell you, if you got another killer on the other side, you may be real. You're going to stop rolling coverage to CD because that other killer going to kill.
Listen, the whole problem was big time. This is what I'm trying to tell people. They got to understand. The whole problem was when they bracket coverage on CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks was not winning, bro.
No.
I'm telling you straight up, he was not winning against the good teams. Now, throughout the other throughout the season, he won on some couple on. That's why we was rolling. But against the better defenses and against the people that was in the playoffs, like the Green Bay, they used the same game plan that that San Francisco used. I challenge anybody. Go look this, because people think I just be talking about Cooks. Go watch Brandon Cooks game. Go watch the Cowboys San Francisco. And tell me how many times Brandon Cooks got open when Tre'Davious Ward was on him. Just let me know. And I know Tre'Davious Ward is like that. But you need somebody to combat that. I don't want to hear, oh, he a good DB, so you don't got nothing. No, I want to hear somebody like, listen, when he went up against Tre'Davious Ward, bro, he didn't win hardly number like 1 or 2 reps out the whole game, bro.
Yeah.
So
and
think about this.
One-on-one. And that was one-on-one.
So think about this. If he won them 1 or 2 reps, I was like, oh, see there. How many of those reps you think Dak gonna be looking at him?
Yeah.
Out of 2 reps, like, bro, I promise you, I'm not being hyperbolic. He didn't win hardly no reps against that man, bro. I promise you.
Yep.
Go challenge me. For the people who want to hate on me and think I'm hating on Cooks, go watch San Francisco tape and tell me how many times Brandon Cooks got open. I bet money it ain't more than 5.
Yep.
The whole game.
They were physical with him, jammed him up, couldn't get nowhere.
The whole game, we can bet. And then you gotta incorporate that. You gotta incorporate that into how many times Dak actually even looking at him in his progression. You see what I'm saying? He's not looking at Brandon Cooks every time. So if you can't get open number 5 times, what the hell am I doing? What is you doing?
No.
You got
Ratio, I don't know. I know you like flooring it, but we got to see. I mean, we got to see it. You know what I'm saying?
You got a whole game big time, and you only got open 5 times?
That's not good.
What the hell I'm going to do with that?
That's not good.
You supposed to be, look, even though Tre'Davious Ward is one of the best corners, I give you that. Listen, but if you say this, listen, even though Tre'Davious Ward is one of the best corners, you should at least win 50% of them reps.
Yeah.
If you like that, at least give me 50%.
Especially if you one-on-one.
Yes, it was
one-on-one. With his type of speed that he still has, he should have got more than 5 times being, there's no question about that.
Flip from Texas, you might be on to something. Hell yeah, I'm watching receivers. That's my natural position. I'm going to watch that first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I go back and watch the other stuff too. But yeah, I'm focused on that.
I'm trying to get to the play, but I don't want to pass the shit.
You trying to get to the interception?
Man, y'all making me miss the debate. That's why I was trying to get out. Man, Donald Trump finna be going crazy.
Man, about to study that shit.
Man, I told you I watch debates. I like debates.
Yeah,
Donald Trump finna act a fool. It's finna be funny. It's finna be entertaining. That's all.
Hold on. I think this is the series. I think this might be the series because we're backed up. All right.
Let's see. I'm telling you right now.
So what Brandon Cooks doing on that play? You see where the ball landed? Hold on. Let me pause that shit. I'm trying to get this screen bigger.
That's about the best you're gonna do right there, Henry. You ain't gonna be able to zoom in and stuff. Not the way it's set up here.
He just sacrificed himself. He ain't so true. He just sacrificed himself.
You're not gonna be able to kind of see. You're not gonna be able to see Cooks even when you widen it out. We just trying to see him get off the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just trying to see him get off the ball. We ain't really worried about the play. We want to see how he get off the ball.
Here we go on the wide screen. He had the top of the screen look like. Look at that. No, that was Michael Gallup. That was Gallup right there. I'm telling you right now, them boy bracketed CeeDee Lamb. They had a safety help over the top, and that boy Brandon Cooks just couldn't win against their DB, bro.
They did. They locked in on him.
Think about this. What's his name? Jair Alexander. That's why he was on Cooks on that play.
Yeah.
Because they was bracketing CeeDee Lamb and they best corner on our number 2. That's why I'm telling you, I felt like we need a better number 2. If Brandon Cooks ain't gonna win, bro, we need a better number 2.
And then no real threat of the running game.
No run game at all.
No run game. They can do that. That was one right there. He had no separation on at all. Now that play where he got the pick, that was.
West just said he won. I'm just saying.
He right there.
Man, that man ain't getting no separation.
Got no separation.
Man, that man ain't getting no separate. I know what
And here the funny part about it, he played off of him, but he still wanted, and maybe it's the route. Maybe they were sitting on him. They knew we were running slants. But still, that ain't no separation.
Man, I know what I be talking about, man. I watch this stuff, bro.
I see more green jerseys than Cook, because the man on top of him so much he
Man,
swallowed
that
him
dude
up.
all over. Man, he all over Brandon Cooks on that play.
Yeah.
And listen, in a play like that, this is what I want y'all to realize. As a wide receiver, on a play like that, you got to get your position. You got to get body position. Yeah. You can't let him be in your spot.
You can't let him beat you to it, even though you know you got to body him up.
That's your space. Yeah. You got to get big and protect your space.
Up and box out.
He got to be on your back. He cannot be around you, bro. Yeah. That's why it's an interception. You got to be in front of him. Yeah. You can't let him get in front of you at all.
It make no difference how short you are. Your body should be able to get there. Running to the guy.
You're supposed to be in front of him, bro.
Bottom line. That's the truth.
That's the whole play. Like I know them routes look simple to y'all, to some people who don't, might not be familiar with wide receiver stuff, but it's important to where you place your body, where you position your body. Positioning is everything on a curl route or a comeback route. You need to be you almost like a power forward now. You boxing them out. Yeah. Especially if you don't got no separation. You got to box them out. That's when you need a bigger physical receiver.
Yeah. No doubt about it. Crazy, man. Some of this stuff is just easy to see. You know what I'm saying?
You let this man be all over you, bro. The dude longer than you. He got length. He was all over you. Like,
yeah. And then, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we don't really do a whole lot of arguing, because the film don't lie, as they say.
The film gonna tell y'all. Ain't no running from that film.
He can't
but
lie,
man, I'm finna go head out, man. I gotta go see this debate. I'm finna get ready to laugh at
Henny, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
I'm finna get ready to laugh at this comedian. Y'all heard of this new comedian, Donald Trump? He's hilarious.
Man, it be like that sometimes.
I'm not even that political. I'm just saying I just want to be entertained. That's all.
Bottom line.
But hey, I appreciate y'all for showing out, man. It was a damn good show, man.
Man, this was an excellent show. I think if no show represents that we are unscripted and that we are uncut, this show shows it. Because, like, bro, we just go. And, like, the discussion's going to get heated sometime because we passionate. This just who we are. We passionate in the work we done. We passionate in our ideas. Shit. That's just how it goes sometimes. And,
he said the debate been on with Landlord. It started at 6.
Oh my God.
No, it's
over with then. Nah. I'm going to have to catch that on the replay.
It started on 7 at our time. With Central Time.
Oh, it started at 7, so we ain't too late.
It's an hour in. He already cussed somebody mama out, man.
He done cussed everybody out by 9. Hey, his last one, man, that joint was hilarious. Go back and watch. He was calling people out saying they were getting paid and everything. Donald Trump be going out. I think he was like, he said something. He was like, yeah, you took money. Like, Trump crazy, bro. That boy, that crazy. Hey,
I appreciate all y'all, man.
We appreciate y'all.
Everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man, for the support, man. What y'all say, we got, we need y'all to support the shows, man. Make sure you hit the likes, hit the shares, hit the donations, the cash outs, man. We need help to support this independent content, man. We can only do this because we independent. Yeah. You think y'all would have got that debate on ESPN?
Hell no.
You think you would have got that debate on anything that's a major network? We can only be uncut from y'all support, man. So that's why you got a raw, uncut show like this, because we are independent and we powered by y'all and y'all support, man. So we appreciate y'all.
Indeed, man. And hey, I need y'all to go ahead and take this on out, man. What West be saying when we close the show down?
Never look down, because the stars always up.